Hello and welcome to Education World. This is Reshma. We have with us Mr. Shantanu Das. Mr. Das is the principal of Sarala Birla Academy in Bengaluru. He's an alumnus of the St. Joseph's Academy, Dehradun, and has a master's in physics and business administration and a diploma in journalism. He's attended several leadership and management courses, some of which is at IIT Kozhikode, Principals Training Center, London, University of California, Berkeley, Harvard Graduate School of Education, and Kellogg School of Management. He's been the president of Karnataka's ICSE Schools Association and the vice president of the Indian Association of Adolescent Health. Welcome, Mr. Das.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
So, to start off, can you tell us about any three new changes that you have incorporated in your school curriculum, say, over the past 3 years?
We feel we are very happy about a new platform that we have introduced to our children, and it's called the IFSPD. It stands for International Foundation for Sustainable Peace and Development. Now, this organization started about a decade and a half ago and was primarily working around the Black Sea, Caspian Sea, that area. It has grown since then, a lot of intellectuals, a lot of heads of states involved in its blooming. And it is now a consultative partner of the United Nations. Sustainability, of course, be it peace or development, is such a buzzword, such an important word these days. The future perhaps will have a lot to do with sustainability. So this organization has now decided to kind of spread itself and come towards Asia.
Okay.
And in its quest to do so, it is now setting up what it calls global sustainability hubs. And they have chosen a few schools in Asia for this. And we are happy that Sarala Birla Academy is one of those global sustainability hub of the IFSPD. And this will enable our children to work towards sustainability, research on sustainability, and get to learn more and more and to participate after they do so, to participate in what we would hope to be a fruitful cause. And they have already started contributing, I would say, recently in January, 4 children from India were chosen to share their views on sustainability to this August gathering at the WEF. Every year we have the World Economic Forum at Davos, Switzerland. So this time it was probably at the end of Jan. And of those 4 children who were chosen from India, 2 happened to be from our school. I think Yog Sinogia and Rishabh Pandey. And they voiced their opinion as the voice of the youth for what they vision as tomorrow's sustainable world. So we believe a lot in providing these kind of platforms to our children, and it's an ongoing process. We also tied up with Akshay Kalpa Organic. We felt our children needed to really understand what is this organic farming, organic way of looking at food. It's the agricultural process. And for this, we felt they needed a hands-on experience, not just visiting an organic farm and getting to see things over half a day and come back and then forget things a week later. So what we did was we set up experimental beds at our school, and the experts from Akshay Kalpa came and they guided our children, and the entire middle school, every child was involved in this, how to sow the seeds, how to care for them, and how eventually, once the shoots come up, how to nurture them. So this happened over a period of about 6 to 7 weeks. And in fact, they grew 70 kgs of organic yield in these experimental beds. So once they had a hands-on idea of all this, then we took them to the Akshay Kalpa Organic Farm. And there they worked the entire day on how to make compost, how to take care of bees. And they stayed the night in tents on the Akshay Kalpa farm. And next day again worked and came back. So these are the two that came to my mind. that
Okay.
these are the ways our delivery keeps on changing, becomes more varied, so that the interest continues to be there for our children. Curricula, the overall, the content part, as I said, we can't change them very often. But how
Noted.
we deliver them to the children, how the children would best take it and make use of that we keep changing.
Yes, yes. So you're talking about hands-on learning. I think the other aspect of it is also our, unmissable aspect of reliance on online teaching learning tools post the pandemic era. So, in the wake of this, what are some protocols you follow in school to ensure safe internet usage among children?
That's such an important aspect at every school, particularly for us, because ours is a boarding school. And children use the internet not only during the classroom hours, but even when they are back at their boarding houses. They need to. So we try and make it as balanced as possible. One, of
Okay.
course, the internet time is limited. We don't want our children to be on the net all the time. It's a 67-acre campus. We have many playing fields. We would want our children to go out there and physically play. So that is one aspect. Another is we have a firewall for the entire school, and it protects the children from visiting sites that are not warranted. And but the most important aspect here probably is sensitizing the children about the challenges of the internet. So that is something that happens regularly. There are
Okay.
sessions that are held where we highlight the dangers that might lurk in the unsafe usage of the internet. So those sessions are held regularly. And of course, a lot of monitoring is happening, discrete monitoring. We don't want to barge onto their privacy. So there is a
Mm.
lot of balance that we have to have, and we try and do our best. But as I said, it's an ongoing process.
Oh, okay. I think something related to this, not, I mean, slightly related to this, I might say, is about integration of AI into classrooms. So, do you see this as a positive development? If yes, how are you again ensuring that a good line is drawn?
The AI technology, these are two-edged swords. And a lot depends on how effectively, how judiciously we use them. We are for ethical use of AI in education, and we try and be very careful that these are to be used as tools, not crutches. What I mean is that every child is blessed with a lot of potential. We know that. And every child has a lot of innate abilities. And
Mm,
one of the primary aspects of upbringing, education, whatever we call it, is to develop those abilities. Now, to
mm, mm,
develop a child's ability is not to provide him everything. I mean, we need to challenge the child, we need to provoke the child, and it's only then that the development will happen. It's like trying to build a muscle on my bicep. If I don't challenge it with a lift by lifting a dumbbell, the bicep won't develop, right? So same goes for the abilities, the potential that a child has. So absolutely open, unfiltered use of technology, AI, will result in it being a crutch to a healthy child. If we provide
mm,
crutch to a healthy child, he will become an invalid. At the same time, technology nowadays, AI, they do provide a lot of opportunities. So we again, balance is a buzzword here. We have tried to find the right balance. We have incorporated a substantial amount of AI, even in our middle school, definitely in the senior grade.
okay.
And we do use these scratches, the chat GPTs. They are used a lot. But I think in general, our children are those who also have realized that a lot of fun can be had by coming up with their own creative ideas. A lot of fun, a lot of intellectual fun that can be had by maybe exercising the gray cells that God has given us. So that is something that we do feel very proud of. And yes, we do feel that we have a healthy balance of the natural ability and the use of AI as a tool.
Okay. Can you tell us about any new courses that you introduced in the recent past or anything that is in the immediate offing?
Courses, well, I mean, we have already plenty of courses, plenty of subject options. But again, we do believe in making the delivery of it as diverse as possible. As I talk to you, one of our school teams is coming down the slopes of the Himalayas, for example. We really believe a lot in experiential learning. So that is one aspect that has been introduced and it's doing very well. So these
So
children,
any subjects or any
yes,
add-on courses in particular that you can tell us about?
these are all, yes, because every subject, everything cannot be taught only in the classroom, right?
Hmm.
It has to be supplemented by real life context, right? So if we talk of environment today, we talk of sustainability today, we talk of science today. All of this cannot just remain caged inside a classroom. So we take our children to the mountainside. And so these are new ways of teaching perhaps the same thing. I won't talk of them as a new subject, new courses. We have plenty of them, right? So these are new ways of doing things. We have also now have the access to TED-Ed student talks. So
Okay.
that is also brought into play where our children not only sort of learn, but also employ what they have learned, because the skill to employ what they have learned is as important as learning a new subject. I mean, complete new subjects, we can keep introducing them, but it's the quality which counts and how much a child absorbs from each such subject. So, where I would say no new courses or subjects, but new ways of administering the learning that has been incorporated. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Any new infrastructure upgrades in the
Okay,
offing?
again, SBA is blessed with a lot of infrastructure. We are spread over 67 acres. But what we are now doing is the last year now we have a spanking new surface for our tennis and basketball courts. In fact, not many months ago, we hosted the state school level lawn tennis championship, and everybody felt very happy about these new surfaces that we laid down. Our soccer field, the cricket field, and the hockey fields are being renovated. So is the sports complex, the swimming pool. So while we had all of this, they are being upgraded, they are being renovated. So that is what we also have a new two-story building which is dedicated only to art and music. The
Okay.
ground floor is dedicated completely to art, different types of visual art, we call it, clay
Okay.
modeling, carpentry, sketches, batik. It also has two galleries with all those focused lights for the children's works to be displayed. And the first floor is dedicated to performing arts, music, and we have different rooms for different musical instruments: sitar, guitar, tabla, violin, and every instrument has a special teacher. There are two soundproof audio rooms, studios. So yes, we have had plenty of addition to the infrastructure. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the following are going to be one-word questions, which is mostly about you. So what's one book on education you recommend, sir?
I'm reading currently Educating the Educator by Sri Jiddu Krishnamurti ji,
Okay.
and I'm loving it. Yes, Educating
Oh,
the Educator.
okay. 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 And can you describe your leadership style in a word?
Probably it's a mix of, let's say, the transformational, the democratic, and the visionary style. So it could be an amalgam of these three.
Okay. All right, sir. This brings us to the end of the interview. Thank you so much for being with us, Mr. Das.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.